Good morning, everyone. I'm Riley King, and welcome to the Riley King Newscast, right here on the Riley King Network. Let's begin. First up, New Hampshire lawmakers, former Trump campaign manager, react to expected emergency declaration. Corey Lewandowski points to declaration by past presidents. Let's take a listen to this video from WMUR News 9, Siobhan Lopez.
We're Rhymes Propane and Oil, and no one beats us. No one has a lower price on home heating oil in your area than we do. But if another company does, we'll beat their price. If you can see this ad, we can service you. Rhymes, meeting your energy needs for over 40 years. Learn more at rhymes.com.
I think what he's attempting to do is an end run around the bipartisan majority in Congress.
Congressman Chris Pappas speaking to us over the phone while in Washington ahead of tonight's vote, disappointed with the president's plan to declare a national emergency to secure funding for a border wall.
I'm really disillusioned by the fact that the president already wants to pull the plug on that and go his own way.
He's very disappointed that the Congress has returned $1.375 billion for funding for the national emergency, which he feels very strongly about fixing.
Corey Lewandowski, Donald Trump's former campaign manager, says he was at the White House speaking with the president just yesterday.
What the president's declaring is the opportunity to secure our border and to protect American people, and I believe he will find the financial resources necessary to come up with the delta between what Congress is offering and what it's going to take to build a full wall.
We shouldn't allow the president to take upon himself enhanced powers that are really best left to the democratic processes that we have before us.
Lewandowski points to the dozens of times past presidents have declared national emergencies, including in 2009 when President Obama did so to deal with the H1N1 pandemic.
I think our issue on the border that we have right now is as severe, if not more severe, than the swine flu outbreak of 12 deaths.
Now, legal action is possible. Lewandowski believes if it goes to the Supreme Court, the ruling would be in the president's favor. Live in studio, Siobhan Lopez, WMUR News.
Okay, and there you go on that video and that report. "20-year-old woman killed while crossing street," police say. A pedestrian died Thursday after being struck by a pickup truck while crossing the street, police said. Hillsborough police said first responders were called around 3 p.m. to the area of West Main and Central Streets for a reported crash involving a pedestrian. Investigators determined that a GMC pickup truck was traveling west when it struck a 20-year-old woman who was trying to cross West Main Street near Hoyt Lane. The woman was flown to Dartmouth-Hitchcock Medical Center where she was pronounced dead. The crash is still under investigation. Anyone with additional information is asked to contact Hillsborough Police, Sergeant Christopher or Lieutenant Derek at 603-464-5512. EPA says it's developing plan to manage chemical contaminants in water. Let's take a listen to that video from WMUR News 9, Kristen Carosa.
Rhymes Propane and Oil, and no one beats us. No one has a lower price on home heating oil in your area than we do. But if another company does, we'll beat their price. If you can see this ad, we can service you. Rhymes, meeting your energy needs for over 40 years. Learn more at rhymes.com.
For those of you who don't know, I'm Alexandra Dunn.
The Environmental Protection Agency is working to address two harmful chemicals found in drinking water across the country called PFAS and PFOA.
Well, this is a unique issue for New Hampshire, but also for the whole country.
The chemicals are commonly used and have been found near military bases and large factories and cause an increased risk of cancer and other health problems. The EPA is now working to more aggressively manage them.
We're going to do that by first looking at whether we can list these contaminants as hazardous substances under the Superfund law. Sounds technical, but it's a really important step.
The EPA is also looking to come up with a safe standard for drinking water, help communities clean up contaminated water, and conduct more research. But some are critical of the plan, including members of our congressional delegation, and feel more needs to be done now to control these contaminants.
We need action. We need this to stop. I think there's a grave uncertainty factor here for residents all over New Hampshire, my town, and the surrounding communities of Bedford, Amherst, Litchfield, parts of Manchester.
And some believe the EPA should be looking at more than just PFAS and PFOA.
So when you look at only two chemicals in a class of 4,000 and people are being exposed to multiple chemicals, you're not taking into consideration the larger problem.
Now, we are told there will be a meeting held right here in Merrimack next month to discuss this ongoing issue. We're live in Merrimack tonight. Kristen Carosa, WMUR News 9.
Okay, and there you go on that video and that report. Auburn police chief retires after nearly 40 years of service. Auburn Police Chief Edward Picard retired Thursday after 38 years with the police force. His retirement doubled as a Valentine's Day gift for his wife, Norma. Picard is a dedicated U.S. Navy veteran who served on a river patrol boat during the Vietnam War. He was wounded in action in June 1970 and was awarded the Purple Heart and Bronze Star Medal with a Combat V. After several months of recovery at the Portsmouth Naval Hospital, Picard studied at the Pierre College of Arts in New Haven, Connecticut from 1971 to 1976. He moved back to Auburn in 1977 where he worked for the U.S. Postal Service. He joined the Auburn Police Department as a part-time officer in 1980. He left the USPS in 1987 to attend Police Academy, which he became a full-time police lieutenant. Picard was promoted to police chief in 1990. With grants from the Police Standards and Training, he attended the Institute of Police Technology and Management in Jacksonville, Florida, and the Advanced Composite Art and Post-Matron Restriction at Scottsdale Arizona Arts School. He used his art degree to become the first forensic artist. His skills helped to identify and arrest a number of suspects in high-profile cases throughout New Hampshire. Picard also helped take the police department from a force of one full-time officer in 1980 to 10 full-time officers and 6 part-time officers by 2018. He was also instrumental in the development of the Auburn Safety Complex in 2000, which gave the town a modern police and fire facility. During a major evaluation process in 2016, the Auburn Police Department received excellent evaluations. The chief said he looks forward to expanding his vegetable garden, painting, spending time with his family at their lake house in Maine, and traveling to warmer places. And we wish him the very best in retirement. Dow features sharply lower after a weak data. U.S. stocks were lower on Friday morning on the back of weaker than expected retail data. Trump will sign border bill, McConnell says, and declare national emergency. The Senate and House have voted to approve the measure. In a surprise development Thursday, Senate Majority Leader Mitch McConnell announced on the Senate floor that President Donald Trump told him he would sign a border security funding bill that would avert a government shutdown, but also would declare a national emergency in order to get more funding for his proposed border wall. And that does it for the Riley King Newscast, right here on the Riley King Network. I hope you all have a great rest of your Friday, and I'll see you back here later on today for another newscast. Goodbye, everyone.